Now we come to this part, role of teachers as envisaged in NEP. When we come to teachers, when we come to teaching profession, we see there are three very interlinked factors: context factor, process factor, and governance factor. Context factor means from where, which institution, which teaching education center the teacher is coming. So where, how, process factor, what he has been taught, what has been the curriculum, and then governance factor, of course, how the institution from where the teacher is coming, it was run or managed. Then NEP 2020's teacher readiness provisions, which are to be addressed by NPST. NPST means National Professional Standards for Teachers. There are some standards which are set for the teachers, and these standards have been framed by National Teachers Education Center, and we have had much discussion on that also. And NPST will address some issues. They will be teacher education, roles of educators at all levels, career management, special education. Special education means education for differently abled persons. Then mandatory professional development. Continuous development, we had been talking about that. So some hours have to be given to that only, so that teachers get promotions also, they keep making themselves better. Then professional teaching standards which have been defined by NCTE. These are professional values, quality of teaching, teacher knowledge, teacher beliefs and actions, measures of quality teaching. See, these professional teaching standards define the role which is to be played by the teacher. Teacher has to have some professional values, and it will impact his quality of knowledge. Teacher should improve continuously, make better his or her knowledge, and for that, to test all these standards, we have some criteria also. So the first standard, core values and ethics, it will cover certain points, certain domains, like constitutional values, professional ethics and values, commitment to students, professional relationship, commitment to profession, responsible and ethical use of technology. So when we talk about the role of the teacher, then the teacher should be capable of imparting constitutional values. The person should have some professional ethics and values. Commitment is expected from the teacher. Professional relationship, commitment to profession, and of course, responsible and ethical use of technology. We can go deeper into this first standard, which has been defined by NCTE for the teachers, core values and ethics. And you can see that constitutional values, when we talk about it, then performance criteria has been defined also at beginner teacher level, at proficient teacher. Yeah.
Ma'am, very sorry to interrupt you in between. The lecture is so enriching. We have a little bit of time constraint. So my
Yes,
sincere
I
request to you.
I will just go through these slides, and I will like attract the attention of our students to it, because in 50 minutes it will be very difficult to talk about without telling the context. You cannot come to the role of teachers.
We can go ahead with another 5 to 10 minutes, ma'am, not an issue.
Yeah. So constitutional values, teachers are expected to demonstrate at beginner level all these qualities which have been defined for for teachers, they are expected to demonstrate the knowledge of these values at the beginner level, and as they graduate ahead, they are expected to embrace and practice it. They should encourage students to practice it, and then they should become the mentor at lead teacher level. They should become the mentor or to other teachers, and encourage them to adopt all these values. So these are the different values: communication, commitment to students, well-being, dignity, respect, and fairness. Professional relationship, of course, it is very important in any organization. Professional relationship should be maintained. Organizational behavior is something which we should all know, and some lectures should be happening on them. Then commitment to profession, it involves integrity, and at all levels, like from beginner to lead teacher level, teacher should be demonstrating it, practicing it, helping other teachers to adopt it, encouraging students to adopt it. I'm not going into the intricacies of it, because this is the basic feature that from basic to lead, they should be demonstrating, practicing, encouraging students, and mentoring other teachers to adopt these values. Then professional knowledge and understanding, of course, the teacher should have professional knowledge. He should have the knowledge of the subject, because only then he will be able to impart. He should decide as to what pedagogical methods he is going to adopt to impart teaching, learning, and evaluation. So again, we have some domains which have been defined under professional knowledge and understanding. And again, teachers are expected to demonstrate, integrate, practice, encourage students, and mentor and encourage other teachers to adopt it. So this is something very comprehensive, and I think it will take another 1 hour to discuss these. So I'm just going through them. Then there is professional competence and practice. This standard means that learning plans should be made. Then lesson delivery, how you are delivering the lesson. Teacher should know that classroom components and dynamics, effective classroom communication, assessment of, for, and as learning. This is extremely important. And again, we have some learning plans, learning delivery domains where teachers are given some roles. Then professional development and growth. Teachers, sometimes we see that they are not very happy at the place where they are working, because they do not see any growth for them. So much focus is put on this also: professional development, learning needs, reflection, reflect, keep on reflecting, and try to improve yourself. Find out where you are doing less and you need improvement. Engagement and participation in learning community. I just want to bring to the notice that our teachers are working under high stress. There are no mentors to them, no growth, low salary. I'm talking about the primary and middle school teachers, and it results that teachers quit and seek other careers. Young girls and boys do not want to adopt, do not want to come to this field. And for this, teaching education has also been changed. 4-year integrated B.Ed, 2-year B.Ed, 1-year B.Ed, all these have been introduced in NEP, and improving teacher education is a part of NEP. TET, NTA, all these have been made part of teacher education, so that teachers keep improving themselves. Teachers' recruitment and deployment has also been changed much. Transparent transfer system, strengthening TETs, test score and demonstration part of recruitment, restructuring NCTE, all these are proposed in NEP, so that teachers become empowered, because they are at the center of NEP. To empower them, to help them perform their best, promotions are ensured for them. No unnecessary transfers will be made. They will not be made to do unnecessary work which is not related to teaching. School leadership is to be promoted, and they should be continuously promoting themselves so that they progress from aspirant to lead teacher level. So after all these suggestions, after all these submissions in NEP, what we will find? We will find motivated, energized, and capable faculty who will be bringing the NEP to its fruitfulness. So with this, I come to the end of my presentation, and thank you so much for giving me so much of time. Sorry, I took some ज़्यादा समय मैंने ले लिया.
नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं मैम. Actually, the session which you delivered in regards to role of teachers that has been envisaged in National Education 2020, it was so well covered. You covered almost every point in regards to how teachers should have professional relationships in terms of research. You covered how there should be holistic development, conceptual understanding, regular formative assessment, how life skills should be imparted. So overall, ma'am, you covered every aspect of national education policy in regards to role of teachers. Amity University, I think students and ma'am, just I would like to mention that there are close to 15 faculty members who have joined. We have senior professors of Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Devendra Pandey, sir. We have Dr. Vinod Patel, Arif Hassan, Dr. Asta Joshi, ma'am, who is also the program coordinator for BBA, Dr. Mini Agarwal, Dr. Sefali Garg, ma'am. So we have a lot of faculty members who have listened to you throughout, and we are completely enriched. On behalf of Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, ma'am, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking time out and delivering such an enriching session. This was so nice. I am failing in terms of words to express my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much, ma'am. And in the meanwhile, I'll in terms of gratitude, I'll also send a letter of appreciation that you have taken time out from duly signed by Deputy Pro Vice Chancellor of the university. I'll send it to you. And Amity University believes in maintaining long-term relationship with its stakeholders. And ma'am, with today's lecture, we are very sure that in future seminar, conferences, and guest session, we would request your presence. We request your words of wisdom for our students and faculty members. Thank you so much, ma'am. Any last words from you, ma'am?
Only thing is that I wanted to have some interaction at least with the students that I am missing, because I thought that
right, but in the no worries, ma'am. We can take one question from the students. Some of the students have actually sent me their questions that in regards to how there are a lot of times that a teacher uses a lot of technology during the presentation in the class. So students wanted to ask, what is the right way that a teacher should take his or her class? What is the right attitude? How is there a way that the class should be divided into certain timelines, that all right, for 10 minutes we'll go with the introduction, then the coursework, and then question how a teacher should actually approach taking a class, ma'am?
Yes, very good question, because I have been teaching for the last more than 34 years, and I enjoy teaching. And when we go to class, I believe that ideally we should have a plan in our mind as to what topic we are going to teach. And nowadays, with technology helping us and also demanding us that we use the technology, so like we can come to go to the class, a teacher can go to the class, and of course there should be some time allotted to presentation. and after that it should be one-to-one interaction, which is very important, because technology cannot answer all the questions. Technology cannot bring you together. So you make a presentation for like 15-20 minutes if your class is for 60 minutes, and you make presentation for like 20 minutes, one third of the class is given to the technological help, and after that there should be one-to-one question answer sessions or discussions. It will help students have a critical thinking and analytical thinking of the topic. So the whole class should not be devoted to technology. Only presentation, I am not convinced by it. I am not one of those teachers. I would very much like to have discussion with them. Question answer sessions should be there. They should come with questions and teacher should be answering the questions. More knowledge is imparted that way.
Very right, ma'am. The way you mentioned that the class should not be only in terms of presentation, there should be a dialogue amongst the teachers and the students. A discussion forum should be created so that more knowledge can be imparted to students. That point well taken, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are so honored. Please accept our heartfelt gratitude and regards that you have taken time out to address and share your words of wisdom with the students and faculty members. I will be in touch with you. We'll be in touch with you. We will maintain a very long-term relationship in terms of inviting you to the guest session at Amity University, Gwalior. We thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll be in touch with you over phone after the session is over in terms of
Right.
everything. So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, I would request you, if there are more questions, you can send me by mail, and
We'll do that,
I
ma'am.
will
We'll do.
love to give answers to them. And I hope I helped students gain some insight into NEP 2020. And of course, there are so many things. Being principal of the college, I have to close the door and just sit here for 2 hours. And but it was an honor, and it gave me an opportunity to read it again. NEP is like a document जिसको आप बार बार पढ़ेंगे और आपको बहुत सारी चीजें
नई नई
उसमें से
चीजें मिलती,
मिलती हैं.
बिल्कुल सही कहा
ये
मैम.
gave me an-
बिल्कुल.
So
Thank you so much, ma'am.
thank you,
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank
thank
you.
you all
I'll
the
close the
students,
meeting.
all the faculty members,
Thank you,
because
ma'am.
मैंने उनके सामने इतनी सारी बातें कही. मुझे नहीं लगता कि मेरे पास इतनी चीजें हैं कि मैं आपको बता सकूं. स्टिल आपने मेरे को ध्यान से सुना, और थैंक यू फॉर योर पेशेंस. सो
Thank you so
ठीक है,
much,
आपने
ma'am.
इनवाइट किया. वी विल
Thank
कीप
you,
इन
ma'am.
टच.
बिल्कुल, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.